Oh, won't you be my Valentine? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I hope you're doing well. Oh, boy. Anyway, happy Valentine's Day, and welcome to the Black and Orange Tarot and Astrology channel. Here literally every single day to take your questions out of the chat. Just leave your questions in the chat before I come on. We have epic troll slayers who keep us safe, and that has allowed us to have a fantastic community here because of you, because you have been so kind to each other and so kind to me. Thank you. And if you, part of the community, if you're watching on replay, hello, you can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in, or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed or a higher speed, whatever works for you. On today's episode, Homan refers AOC to the DOJ. Not kidding. Shady Vance uses AfD talking points in Europe. And because of that, Shady Vance accused of election interference in Germany. And more. Okay. Oh boy, let's start it. Okay, let's jump in. Oh, Denise, I like that. The orange stain. I like that. Okay, so we're going to start with Shady Vance at 1:55. Oh boy. So Goral brought this up. Thank you. Shady Vance spoke at the Munich Security Conference, where he proceeded to insult Europe. Because of course he did. He basically said that immigration was the source of their crime issues. Yeah. And that the orange stain, our orange stain, was, quote, the new sheriff in town, unquote. I don't think they have sheriffs in Germany, but okay. Other zingers given were that if America could, quote, survive 10 years of listening to Greta Thunberg, Europe could listen to Elon Musk for a few months. Greta Thunberg didn't have power and was a child. Okay. So the question here is, will Shady Vance succeed in burning every bridge we have in Europe? Oh, one of these days I'm going to roll my eyes so hard they're just going to pop out of the back of my head and roll out the door. All right, Shady Vance. Sabine says it was bad. And he was supposed to talk about peace between Russia and Ukraine. Nada. Surprised. Yeah, it's not going to go well. It's not our fault, but the U.S. relations with Europe are not going to get better for a while. Things are moving in the world, but they can move away from the United States. Our allies can move away from helping the United States, which leaves us in more danger. There is a fight. I'm gonna read more on the in Germany accusing Shady Vance of election interference. I'll read on that in a minute, because right now there's quite a fight going on in Germany. Their election is in what, 9 days or something? Yeah, trying to get the rule of law to keep working, but the far right having gained all of this. Now, how are things going to go with, Europe's view of the United States and Trump? That would be an emperor card, and that would be a DEATH card, as in not good. So lard for brains here. Yeah, burning bridges. SKB says, not talking about changing the names of the Great Lakes. I hadn't even heard that. Oh boy, the governor of Illinois actually put out something that was very funny, and he was talking about, and in the spirit of this, we're going to change the name of Lake Michigan to the Lake of Illinois, or Lake Illinois, or whatever it was. He was joking. So, yeah. Nettie says, the look of puzzled face is what you saw in the people who attended. Like, dude, why are you here? Lee B said the Great Lakes too. Next it'll be the United States. Oh, well, there's a bill in West Virginia to rename, what is it, like Spruce Mountain or something, to Trump Mountain. Oh boy. Anyway. Okay, so it's 7 minutes 15 seconds. In Germany is seething because Shady Vance's speech, he specifically and repeatedly hinted that the AfD, the far-right party in Germany, was better for Germans. He used a whole lot of basically their talking points 9 days before the general election. Germany's claiming election interference. Now, are they going to, is Vance going to be held accountable in any way? I'll pull 3 cards, but nah. Spruce Knob. Thank you, Paula. Thank you. Spruce Knob it was. They want to change it to Trump Mountain. The jokes write themselves. Anyway, Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, there are various people talking there. Basically, Vance just tripped on his own words, his own statements, his own beliefs, and he's burdened. It's not good. They're not going to bring charges against him, but it's not good. Not good for relations. But that leads to the German election. I just cut the deck and got the DEATH card and the World card, which are kind of a big deal, a huge ending. Let's see what the ending refers to. Let's change this to with the election. Oh boy. All right. I think it was around 9 minutes in. Okay. So what will happen with the election in Germany? Isabel Moss is asking, forgive me, but I have to ask, is there something in the water in America that makes some go absolutely bonkers? It's not the water. This is this is happening in various places in the world. It's just particularly glaring and awful here. But all right, general election in Germany. Wasn't there, please correct me, wasn't there, I thought Germany, that you've got like a double election thing there, don't you? Because wasn't there there was something there where the AfD was going to vote with the closest party, a more centrist party, but that would give them and the AfD 51% of the vote or something? Germany. And AfD or not, but in general, people in Germany do not take the symbol of seek help. Yeah, they don't take that gesture. They don't take it well. Yeah. But seek help. If this is the kind of stuff you do, Musk, seek help. I had to explain that to somebody. That it's because there are some people who would make that salute and say the Sieg Heil garbage. No, it's not Sieg Heil. It's seek help. Anyway, Germany. Germany, you did better for many years. You really did. You did. You really did clean up after World War II. Thank you for that. These cards aren't as bad as I was afraid. Things are not as, they have their more moderates and liberal sides, but you've got that far right cult there as well. Yay. Rose Boost has been massive protests all over Germany. I've seen that. Vita, what is it with seek help? Didn't I just explain it? I'm sorry, was it not clear? I do have temperance right in the middle. So that gives me hope right there. Two of Cups. These are the more reasonable human beings working together. But you do have a King of Pentacles. These blankety blanks aren't going away. They're still there. Oh, you're not silly. I probably didn't explain it well. So Sabine says no party wants to work with the AfD, so I get my popcorn out for the big bickering about a coalition. Okay. Rose Blue says there's a 3-year jail sentence for using that gesture there. Good. Can we have that law here? There are not good people on both sides. There were good people on one side. They're still there, but I do get, thank heavens, I do get a temperance. I do get a temperance card in the middle. That gives me some hope. King of Swords. All right, that's trying to make the legislative part work somehow. That's, I guess, maybe trying to work out a coalition. Ace of Swords, so I have to start over, something new. High Priestess in the world. Oh, people are watching. People around the world, they're watching Germany right now. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's not... We did World War I. We did World War II. Let's not go for a three-peat, really. Let's not. I mean, it is almost inevitable that there will be a World War III at some point in the future, whether it's 100 years from now or 1,000 years from now, because they started numbering them. Not a good idea. But yeah, let's not do that. Let's not. Let's not. And there's a whole lot of shady stuff going on behind the scenes. Surprise. But it is something new. And they're still going to be there. Man, okay. So, bless. Oh boy. Okay, so yeah, pumpkin pinhead pandemonium. There we go. At 1610. Oh boy. So those of you who are outside of the country, there's a man named Homan, Homan. I think it's Tom. And if you're wondering who that is, he is the border czar. Yeah, this isn't Russia last time I checked, but anyway, he's the border czar. And it would be hard to find a more jackbooted thug in government than him. He is bigly mad that immigrants are being told what their rights are. Not to do anything illegal, what their literal rights are. You do not have to answer the door unless they have a signed warrant. You do not have to open the door. You do not have to say anything. You do not have to talk to anybody. You have this right and this right and this right and this right. These are your rights. Yeah, that's the law. Well, he went on television and he was saying how angry he is about that. He said, these people are being told their rights, or as I call it, being taught how to avoid being arrested. Oh, you pinhead, no. No. That's not how it works. They're called rights. They're called, and around here, we like human rights. So why don't you just goose step over there and be quiet? Anyway, Border Czar Tom Homan is referring AOC to the Department of Justice for potential prosecution after she gave a webinar informing immigrants of their rights and how to avoid ICE. Their rights. She informed them of their rights. So he is referring her to the DOJ for possible prosecution. AOC isn't that worried about it. After Homan hinted that, quote, maybe she's going to be in trouble now, unquote, AOC replied with, quote, maybe he can learn to read. The Constitution would be a place to start, unquote. So what's going to happen here? Maybe he should learn to read. Oh, do put your questions in the chat before I come on. Please, please, please. I'm always looking for questions when I come on, before I come on. Isabel Moss, I like that. And a creative use of ampersands. Whew. Okay. I've got some major arcana over here, but toward the end, no. Yeah, I'm not seeing a like justice card, or I'm not seeing something here that says the DOJ would get right on this to arrest a sitting member of Congress for telling people their rights. Surprise. Thank you, Charles. So, card for the reading. Yeah, Homan is pathetic. Paige, you're a flunky. You're a jackbooted flunky, Tom Homan. There's the cult, but there are the people fighting back, like AOC. There's the hermit. That's good. That's good. Queen of Wands. So that's MAGA. Three of Swords. So this, they're going to keep being awful. Homan has a job to be as awful as he possibly can be. But that's not her. That's not her being arrested, or yeah. Maybe he should learn to read. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, I have a question. I have a question for you. There is a short that's going around, and I don't want to read on it, but I can't figure out who this is. And I was hoping you could help me. You could tell me who this is, because this is singularly one of the dumbest things anyone has said in a really long time. And that's saying something. Let me put this in, pull this up. I can't. Okay, pause. Okay. Let me stop that. Media assets, pull that down, present this, share screen. Who is this? Does anybody know who this is? Just let me know. Okay. Because, okay. Let me know if you can hear this, because it's talk about bonkers. Did I share? Hang on. Share screen. Anna Paulina Luna. Oh, is that Luna? Does she actually have power somewhere? What is her job? Because if you can hear this, it's only 21 seconds, but wow.
Based on what we're actually looking to do with the JFK investigation, I'm looking to actually bring in some of the attending physicians at the initial assassination, and then also people that had been on the various commissions looking into, like the Warren Commission looking into the initial assassinations. There's been conflicting evidence, and I think that even the FBI at the time reported some anomalies in the initial autopsy at Bethesda, Maryland.
There's a book that people reference.
Sorry, where I lost it. Okay, let's listen. Okay, we need to watch this just one more time, and just because you can be like, did she really say what I think she said? By the way, the last member of the Warren Commission, didn't he die in like 2016? Everybody, like seance.
Based on what we're actually looking to do with the JFK investigation, I'm looking to actually bring in some of the attending physicians at the initial assassination,
Really?
and also people that had been on the various commissions looking into, like the Warren Commission looking into the initial assassinations. There's been conflicting evidence, and I think that even the FBI at the time reported some anomalies in the initial autopsy at Bethesda, Maryland.
Okay. Sometimes this stupid, it burns. Okay, let's just, since I've already got it up. Thank you for telling me. I couldn't figure out who that was. Oh, Luna? Someone in the chat is saying Loomer. So, yes, just so you're aware, everyone involved in the original, the physicians, the witnesses, the members of the Warren Commission, to the best of my knowledge, they have all shuffled off their mortal coils. So unless she is going to start having seances, that's not Laura Loomer. Okay. No, not Laura Loomer. So it is Luna. Congressperson Luna in Florida. Thank you, Corsmith. Isabel's saying they are looking to hire necromancies. Lewis says, exhume me. Exhume me. Ace of Wands. Yeah, that's, yeah. We want to see this. Day late and a dollar short. Let's definitely a day late. Or a few days late. Yeah, waiting for a ship to come in. Yeah, the victory, the far right victory, the get to the bottom of to actively go chasing this particular windmill. You're at the death of. Okay. Anyway, that's all I'm getting. I don't. Anna Paulina Luna. Thank you, Sandy Trunks. Why does she have a job anywhere? Okay. Hang on. Anna Paulina Luna. That was it. Anna Paulina Luna calling the spirits of the JFK Jr. assassination witnesses. Okay. All right. Moving on. 2830. Excuse me. Paula is pointing out that here in West Virginia, they're trying to rename a national recreation site named by Congress in 1965 from Spruce Knob to Trump Mountain. Will they succeed? Oh, ideas in the flow. Thank you. It really helps. With how fast they're moving, how will this affect the entire far right agenda? It's not a pay to play. I'm sorry. I'll see if I can get to your question, but do just put your questions in the chat before I come on, please. Autumn Not Junior. Yes, JFK. You're right. I'm so sorry. The JFK assassination witnesses. I'm confused. Not as confused as she is, but I'm confused. Okay. Thank you. I'd keep things clean. Yeah, JFK. That was it. JFK. That's what she's talking about. So, anyway. The jokes write themselves with renaming something from a knob to Trump Mountain. fill in the blanks yourself. We are looking at the serious stuff too. A lot of this is distractions or just pathetic, but whew. Michelle Moore says, gotta love how half of the country is basically going through a psychotic episode right now. Oh boy. King of Cups. You know, there was a time when West Virginia was blue, was liberal, but that was a long time ago. Oh, Claude, thank you. She will need to consult Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium. Oh boy. Okay, so Hermit, Queen of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, King of Pentacles. It might. This is a non. I don't expect. Some people complain that I don't always explain the cards. Sometimes they're not worth explaining. It's just I am getting something new here, but it's or a push back, but they end up sitting pretty on the right, and they're the King of Pentacles over here. They're sitting pretty in the middle. This is the group of them. This is So there's not much energy here, one way or the other. Marshana says she's confusing JFK with his son, JFK Jr. Well, why would they be looking at either at this point? Do you know? Paula says lots of money in those cards. Yeah, I mean, yeah, there's that's a card for the reading. Big money. Also, the start of something new, but big money. I want to say, is it Hogsbreath who's the head of the Department of Defense? Is that his job? I get confused. So many pinheads, so little time. Who is renaming some of the important military bases? Great. Yeah. Disappointment. We're disappointed. Ten of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune, Five of Wands. Yeah, they're just trying to suck up. Stir things up. Stir things up. This is the time period we're in. They might do it. They might. There's definitely disappointment here, but yeah, they might. That would be hanging the plaque, a new plaque there, but it could very well be changed back or changed to something else later. So, okay. All right. Martina says, why not call Greenland a Trump land? Because they're already trying to call it red, white, and blue land. I kid you not. Red, white, blue land instead of Greenland. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was making that up. Thank you, Anne. All right. 3410. Yeah, some of this is a distraction. I agree. But it you know, we read on all kinds of things that people ask. So Claude had a question. All travel to the U.S. from Canada is canceled unless necessary, unofficially, but the general consensus of citizens. Really? So there are a lot of Canadians who were saying we're not going to the U.S., I guess is what you're saying. Tourism will probably drop significantly. Experts say even a 10% decrease in tourism, the tourism industry will result in 140,000 lost jobs. And we believe it will be more than that. How bad is it going to hurt the felon's dream? Mark is saying snowbirds especially. Okay. Oh, very shaky. The whole situation is about as shaky as a giant jello mold long maxi dress or maxi skirt. Yeah, the whole situation is not great. Chariot, that would be movement. That would be the crossing borders and the movement. But yeah, they're on the right. There's Trump and his ilk tilting at windmills. Ace of Pentacles. It is a lot of money. But that isn't changing Trump's policies. Page of Cups. We like each other. I mean, well, I would understand if there are some Canadians who don't like Americans, but in general, Americans like Canadians and Canadians like Americans is my understanding. I mean, if you're a nice person, we don't want to fight. Are you kidding? This is calm down. And I'm just like, dang, it's 7 a.m. The cooler heads will prevail ultimately, but nothing's going to change Trump's mind. He cares about no one. He's a narcissist. He's on his third wife. He's cheated hugely on all of them, bragged about it. He's an adjudicated R word. He cares about no one but himself. Even his favorite child. Ick. And his kids, like his some of his kids, he likes that they're a reflection of him. So, yeah, we're going to get along. Hello, Canada. How you doing? Sorry about this. I didn't vote for him. No, I will go out of my way to not vote for him. Diane says, we like Americans, not the current government. I understand. Yeah, there are going to be a lot of jobs lost. Good grief. Thank you, Claude. In 2023, Canadians spent $300.2 billion in the United States on travel-related expenses, while Americans spent $14.4 billion in Canada. Yep. Longest friendly border in the world. Man. Sherry's saying that Canadian tourists boycotting is going to have huge effects on us. 20% decrease of Canadian tourists, only 20% equates to a loss of $2 billion in the US. Yep. Whew. All right. To Juliana question at 39. 39. Right here. So Julie was asking, is the orange stain having private or secret conversations with more oligarchs that aren't done on official and recorded lines? He may record them, but they are still secret and hidden. Well, yeah, I mean, in his last administration, he would use his flunkies' phones, people who are around him. He would use their phones, so nothing would be tapped. He did it regularly. I mean, I can pull 3 cards on this, but this is a regular thing with him. Or maybe he just got lazy and maybe he's not as much, trying to get around to hear what's going on. But Temperance, he's sitting pretty. There are the plans. He's not hiding a great deal right now. I mean, of course, he's hiding some things just because he gets off on it. But it's all pretty out in the open. And no matter how awful Muck is, he's loving that Muck is doing all the work and taking all the heat, or taking most of the heat. And he's just sitting there. There's Project 2025. You are implementing Project 2025. You are implementing. You are. Go forth, destroy. I'm going to have a Diet Coke and go golfing. Yeah. So, and we know he talked to Russia open. I mean, it's come out because he said that he and Putin worked out something to end the war with Ukraine. I can't find an official response yet, but I saw on social media that Zelensky was pretty much like, I'm not going to abide by anything that was just agreed on by Putin and Trump. I haven't found the official response, but that's what I hear. So, bless him. All right, the swastikars. Yes, Lois saying used car sales will be bombarded with swastikars for sure. They actually, Tesla just got military contract for a whole bunch of those cars. The truck version, of course he did. All right. 4220. I did want to talk for a moment about the economy because inflation has spiked up. It's going up. Consumer confidence numbers came out and they're bad. Consumers are not spending. They're pulling back on their spending. Yeah. And my question here is, will people start stocking up and gardening like they haven't before? Because I don't know if it helps any. But there is how do I put this? I've mentioned that they're going to be, in astrology, their planets are going to be changing signs this summer. Outer planets changing signs, like all of them. All of them, from Saturn out, and then even Jupiter will change signs. And they're going to all aspect each other as they change signs. This is wild. This is unprecedented. This is, you can't even find this ever happening before. I mean, I'm sure it did millions of years ago, but this is so unusual. Such powerful energy. But one of the things that is going to happen, hasn't happened quite yet, but Saturn and Neptune are going into Aries. And Aries is the sign it's the first sign of the zodiac. It takes the initiative, but in my astrographics, where I'm teaching beginning astrology and giving people like a place to start, mnemonic devices to help them understand and remember things. I have images where I show Aries, the first sign, as it's basically the first house is where it rolls. It's basically, you can think of it as a battlefield. It's ruled by Mars, the soldier, and there is a Martian quality in the sense of, God of War. Straightforward, taking action, taking the initiative. It also rolls the head, and all of this. And then I go through and I've taken the different planets and I've been trying to make images to give people a sense of, okay, if you have your moon in Aries, I don't know what that means. I can't remember what that means. I don't understand. If Saturn's going into Aries, what does that mean? You know, and it can get really confusing because there's so much it can mean, but you need somewhere to start and somewhere to kind of wrap your head around it. So, I wanted to share that I don't know if it's just using an archetype to just help me think about to get through what's happening. But I felt like I should share this, which is my image for the moon in Aries. And what that is the moon is basically the big mother in the zodiac. And this is the home front mother. And with all of that Aries energy coming, I just find myself thinking about this a lot. Because what happens when, I haven't quite settled on which image to use for Saturn in Aries, but Saturn's about to go into Aries, and that is the quartermaster. He organizes. He is a wet blanket. And if you do the work, you will be rewarded. If you do not, he will just mess with you. Saturn rules time, but Saturn makes things into the physical. Now, I don't have an image handy, but Neptune is also going into Aries, and that is the propagandist. It's art, it's the material, can be spirituality, anything that doesn't have form, used in an Aries way. And not all propaganda is bad. I mean, there was propaganda during World War II in the US, in the UK, famous posters from the UK. When you ride alone, you ride with Hitler. So I'm trying to give people a sense of the energy that's coming. It doesn't mean that we're necessarily going to war. It's just this martial energy is somewhere to mentally start. So Gino says it image resembles a Russian general. Yeah, it's just random military stuff. I will probably, like I said, I haven't entirely chosen this yet. I'm not quite sure, but I have settled on that. This I am going to use, the home front mother. So stay calm and carry on. Exactly, Deb. Keep calm and carry on. Yeah. So I don't know why, but this image is helping me cope. I just keep thinking, all right, well, it's all of this chaos and it's all of this. And then I'm trying to organize what supplies I have, and I'm trying to help other people organize and budget and stay calm. And today I made what I call a blitz cup of tea, because this thing is so strong. This tea I made this morning is so strong that it doesn't even entirely taste like Earl Grey anymore. It's just tea. And this is one of the ways the UK got through the war. So I don't know if that would help you to be thinking along these lines, that other people have gone through these crises. Other people have fought against fascism, across the ocean, but we're also in their own midst. And you get through it and you stick together. So I just wanted to show that to you. Amy Sanders, thank you. An armored Tesla truck made its way as a gift. Oh, to Putin in Chechnya. It was a bust. Yeah, ick. But thank you. Thank you. So anyway, I wanted to share that with you, because the question I am reading on is Will people start stocking up, gardening, all that kind of stuff? Thank you, Jean. Definitely a good image, conveys determination. Excellent. That makes me happy. Rob B says, don't let the fascists bring you down. Rob is wise. Janelle says, Autumn, we are watching Foyle's War. Ah, Foyle conveys the same spirit. Excellent. Yep. And says, it's hard to garden in Arizona. Oh, yeah. I've lived in Arizona. I understand. Yeah, I did what I could on my little balcony, but it was brutal. King of Pentacles. Yeah. Are there tariffs? Yes, no, yes, no, no, yes, yes. There are. And Trump's talking about tariffs in the future. He's just said upcoming tariffs. Excuse you? What? Eight of Pentacles. He's also laying off vast numbers of people. Three of Cups, Eight of Cups, Ace of Wands, Devil. The Eight of Cups is often someone in red walking away from something unfinished here, but that just feels like us gathering stuff, and it's tiring, it's exhausting, trying to set it all up and organize it. And so they're going to do what they're going to do, and they're going to keep doing it. And this does not bode well, but this is us working together, celebrating together, doing things together. And this is hard. This is our hard work right here. So, Vern says, keep your energy vibration high. Yes. Patricia says, I imagine even potting soil would be expensive. I was pricing potting soil last night. We need a name for them because they're not victory gardens anymore. And I'm learning about permaculture gardens, which I had not run across before, to be honest, which I love learning new things. A Page of Wands. This man knows nothing. The orange stain knows nothing about the economy. SKB, just need a shred of hope. Oh, absolutely. You're not alone. I mean, that's I'm here every day. We're here every day. A whole bunch of us are here every day. Or you know, some people come and go, but on the whole. So, yeah. Alma says canning right now. There we go. Holly and Fred says resistance gardens. I like that. Thank you. Again, that hard work. There's hope. Ooh, and there's a pie. I think this is literal. This is more literal. Like, I have a pie. Three of Wands. Yeah, they're waiting for their ship to come in. Hanged Man, Knight of Wands. Yeah, I'm not liking these major arcana. And then they're so clueless about the economy. They just keep going. So yeah, we'll do what we need to do, but be sensible. Because they're not, oh, thank you, Lorraine. They're not going to stop. And it's not going to, it's not going to get better. It's going to be raw. Queen of Pentacles. The Republicans are, rolling over and going along with the 10 of Wands. Huge burden. Huge burden. High Priestess. Use your higher wisdom. So, okay. T. Jones, Freedom Gardens, sowing seeds of sovereignty. I like that. That's awesome. And Jody says, as long as there is pie, there is hope. Oh man, now I want a pie. Oh, yum. All right. Just having a quick look. Mm-hmm. All right, Laura Smith has been asking this for a couple of days, and I didn't get around to it, so I wanted to make sure I covered it because your questions are very important to me. So at 5620, Laura Smith was asking, please read on the Freedom of Russia Legion. Will they succeed in taking the Kremlin? They are brave, noble Russians fighting for Ukraine. And they're still alive? Wow. Nightman Glue says, in Chicago during the Depression, they did community veggie gardens. Oh, okay. Yeah, allotments and stuff. That makes sense. Oh, thank you, Jeff. I love all your graphics. You work so hard for us, and we appreciate it. Oh, thank you. That's huge. Thank you. Noah says, did someone say pie? Let's all treat ourselves. After all, it's Valentine's Day. Oh, man. I have some apples I need to use. But let's have a look at Freedom of Russia Legion. I've not heard of them. Thank you, Brenda. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Dipsy, per Raw story, Trump fires multiple nuclear weapons safety officials. Is it bad? Yes. Is it unexpected? No. Thank you, Sandra. All right, Freedom of Russia Legion. Garden Warriors. I like that, Danny. Burden. Oh, it feels like there are plenty of Russians who are really unhappy. Oh, Design Media FX, thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. Yeah, not happy with the situation in Russia. With all this talk of Putin's dynasty, it's on very shaky ground. And he's being absolutely a fool doesn't even begin to cover what Putin is doing. Ming and Brian, thank you so much. Happy Valentine's Day. Thank you. There's Putin's chaos. Judgment. It feels like they're going to be a part of this judgment against Putin. I mean, for what it's worth, it feels like Ukraine just has to hold out long enough because the Russian economy is going to crumble to the ground. Claudia, Sisterhood of the Plants. I like that. It feels like they're going to keep doing that. Oh, thank you, Marby. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day. I'll pull 3 cards on Ukraine. Oh, 5 cards. I'll just read on Ukraine. We're an hour in, but sure. Ukraine, Ukraine. Hello, Panda. Thank you, Beth. Yes, thumbs up do help. Subscribing does help. Thank you. All right, Ukraine. We're rooting for you. Lewis says Vlad is kaput. Kaputin. Oh, we wish. All right. Supplies. Getting military supplies in is a huge issue. King of Cups. There are. Well, one of the many stupid things that the Orange Stain did was saying up front that he was going to cut off supplies to Ukraine. So he has no leverage. None. Zero. But European countries are still helping. Other countries are still helping. Two of Pentacles. Boy, it's scary. Three of Pentacles. Hermit. Judgment. Brutal. Absolutely brutal. But hanging in there, holding on. Jeez, these people are so brave. Ukraine, they are so brave. And I just don't get them giving up. I just don't. Man. Bless, 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 bless. All right. Okay, well, that's actually going to do it for me for today. Whatever questions I didn't get to, I'll roll over to tomorrow, and I'm always looking for new ones. So just put your questions in the chat before I come on, please. All right. I hope you're going to do something nice for Valentine's Day. If nothing else, just do something nice for yourself. You deserve it. All right. So please hang in there. You're not alone. We're in this together. There are good days ahead. They're out there. They're coming. So just hang in there. And I will see you this afternoon at Creative Sprints at 3 Central Time, or tomorrow at 11:30, 11:40 over on Stay Calm. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow, right here on Black and Orange. Thank you. All right. Take care. And I'll see you later. All right. Happy Valentine's Day.